So if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking of moving to Turtle Bay and Manhattan. Now, Turtle Bay is a Midtown East neighborhood that actually is a waterfront neighborhood, so you're right on the water there. Now, because of this, depending on where your apartment is, you might be able to get some really, really great waterfront views. I would say that the neighborhood is made up of both apartment buildings and some townhomes as well. So actually, fun fact, so this video has been recorded in 2023. This neighborhood is predicted to be the hottest neighborhood of 2023, which might sound a little bit random, but it's just that one of those smaller, quiet neighborhoods that have kind of been forgotten about over the past like couple decades, and I really do feel like it's kind of like a coming out moment for Turtle Bay. So like I said, the neighborhood hasn't really gotten a lot of publicity in the past, and honestly, a lot of people just think that Turtle Bay is Midtown East. They just say that they're in Midtown East. They don't even realize that they're in a neighborhood called Turtle Bay. There is some commuter traffic in this neighborhood, however, not a ton, and especially the further east you are in this neighborhood, the less traffic there's going to be at all. So there's also a good amount of bars and restaurants in the neighborhood, and just in really Midtown East in general, there's a lot of different places there to go. So even if you don't find something directly in the neighborhood, just staying in Midtown East as a whole, you'll find a ton of places there. And then if you cross up to the Upper East Side, that's going to even open up more for you. So as far as public transportation for Turtle Bay specifically, I would say it's pretty decent. Now, the further you are east, it's definitely going to be harder for public transportation. You're going to have to walk a little bit in towards Manhattan, going towards the west side to catch most of the trains, but that's just really how all of Manhattan works. The further east or the further west you are, the harder it's going to be to get a subway or just get any transportation in general. So there isn't really a ton to say about this neighborhood. I like spending time in Turtle Bay, but I do think that it's kind of like a forgotten neighborhood. So I'm happy to hear that that they're really predicting like the come up for this neighborhood, because I do think it's kind of underrated. And I think I also prefer it to a lot of other Midtown East neighborhoods as well. I don't love sharing my opinions in these videos, but sometimes they just kind of slip out because after working in New York City all these years, I have a lot of opinions about New York City. So I hope sharing them sometimes really helps you guys a lot. So as always, I would love to know in the comments, would you live in Turtle Bay or are you moving to Turtle Bay? So I want to know your experiences, so please feel free to share them in the comments, because as always, I love hearing from you guys.